Okay, so how to properly ignore exception in Python, and yeah, let's just start it. So basically, I'm doing a scraping right now, live. You're watching this. So for example, I'm gonna give you a very good example for this. So if you like like using some kind of a package that you don't know how it works, you can do how you gonna bypass the ignore exception. So how we gonna do that? So basically right now I'm downloading a video or something like that, and at some point the package that I'm using will give me an error, but the error is kinda, it's on the package that it cannot handle too much download. Like you download this, you're gonna download something like that. How are you gonna bypass that kind of error that you don't need to touch the package? Okay, so the only way you're gonna do that is you're gonna put that on try and except in Python. So or try and catch in other different language. I don't know why they did not. So you're gonna try except. If the exception pass, you need to pass that and loop it over and over. So this is happened when I'm start on web developing. I remember that, and I like what the hell I'm doing. So at some point, some package that built in .NET, I remember that. Like I don't need to read the entire code. I know these things looping all over and over, like scraping. I remember that. So the way I handle that is just put try and accept. You don't need to read the entire code anyway. And yeah, so everything as long as works fine, you don't need to build this. And yeah, it work. It's kind of meme anyway. Like if it's working, don't touch it anyway. Like that, you see that. So I pass this on here. Yeah, I know it's failed on here, but I pass that, it loop it again and over. So that's try and accept thing. Now I know that these things failed, but the program's working fine. Okay, so something like that. And yeah, so the best thing you can do, you put the try and accept on that and pass. You need to pass that. So that's it. And I hope you learned that. And yeah, that's how you're gonna ignore properly exception in Python. Yeah, it's kinda, that's how you're gonna debug it anyway. So you know that the package failed again in this one. I know it's failed because it go to the past and loop it over and over again. If you don't put try and accept, the code will gonna ended, and you cannot pass that. That's how you try and accept is so very powerful anyway. Yeah, so I'm not done on automation right now. Like I'm doing web scraping on YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna end this thing. I'm kind of doing my own thing anyway. So yeah, that's how you're gonna properly ignore exception. So yeah.